Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. Open Up Your Eyes, Chapter 1, written and read by Jennifer. Princess Autumn always knew that there was tension between her people and the humans, but she didn't know how bad things were until her people were attacked and enslaved. Now her people were being forced to work in mines and quarries or sold as slaves. Autumn's parents, however, being the king and queen of the elves, were being held prisoner in an undisclosed location. But Autumn's fate was different. The king of the humans wanted the elves to see one of their royals being forced to serve the humans as a slave. He also wanted the elven princess where he could keep an eye on her. That's why he made her a slave in his own house. What a beautiful creature, the king said as he walked around Autumn. It's a shame you were born an elf. You would have made a lovely daughter-in-law. Autumn held her tongue and didn't move. With all the guards in the throne room, all the king had to do was give an order and she could be killed. But she wasn't going to let them see how scared she was. She held her head high. She was the crown princess and future queen of the elves. Enslavement wouldn't change that. You wanted to see me, father? Someone said. Autumn took the chance to look behind her. A young man no older than her had come into the room. She knew right away that he was the crown prince of the humans. Orion, the king said, I have a surprise for you. He took hold of Autumn's arm and practically threw her into Orion's arms. For a moment, the human prince and the elven princess looked at each other as something passed between them. Your new slave, the king said. His father's words tore Orion's gaze from Autumn. Slave? Orion repeated. But father, she is a fitting slave girl for the heir to the throne. The crown princess of the elves. The princess? But father, the elves will attack us when they learn that we have their princess. The elves won't be a threat anymore. Those that aren't dead are either locked up or serving the kingdom as slaves. What did you do? What I had to. Our kingdom is safe from the elves. But the elves were never a threat to us. They only wanted to live in peace. Enough! I'm king here, and you'll do as I say. The girl is your slave, and you will treat her as one. Autumn tensed up. She knew what happened to female elves who became personal slaves to humans. She wasn't going to let that happen to her. She would fight with everything in her, but she wouldn't let this prince touch her in such a way. She didn't care if she would be punished. She wouldn't let her people down. She would find a way to escape. She had to if she wanted to set her people free. Guard, the king said, take her to the prince's room, and make sure no one disturbs them when my son arrives. Autumn looked around the room. The prince definitely had nice decor. His room was just as nicely decorated as her own had been, only more fit for a prince, where hers had been fit for a princess. However, Autumn wasn't happy about why she was there. If the prince thought he was going to touch her, he had another thing coming. She heard the door open and grew tense. She knew it would be the prince, since the king had banned anyone from entering his son's room. Prince Orion entered the room and could visibly see that Autumn was tense. I'm not going to touch you, he said. Unlike my father, I don't believe in slavery. What are you going to do? Autumn asked, relaxing a little. I'm going to be your friend, and I'm going to help you find a way to set your people free. But your father said, I don't care what my father says. He has no right to do what he did. You and your people aren't slaves, and I refuse to treat you as one. Autumn looked at him. Could she really trust this human prince to help her and her people? Did he really want to be her friend, or was he just trying to lure her into a false sense of security? Orion looked at her as well. You are very beautiful, he said. For an elf? Autumn said, implying that she believed he thought very little of her and her people, despite what he had said. Orion Orion put his hands on her arms. For anyone, he said. Autumn felt her heart begin to beat faster. What was this human doing to her? Slowly, Orion leaned forward and kissed her forehead. You can have the bed tonight, he said. I'll take the couch. Autumn looked over at the bed, which was a king size. I think it's big enough for us to share, she said. Autumn barely slept that night. It wasn't because she was sharing a bed with a boy her age. In fact, Orion was giving her as much space as she needed and doing everything he could to make her feel comfortable. It was everything that had happened. When she had woken up this morning, she was a princess. Now she was a slave. Her beautiful kingdom had been destroyed. Her people were either locked up or forced into servitude, and she had no idea where her parents were. At least she seemed to have an ally in the human prince, but she still wasn't sure if she could trust him. He had told her that he didn't believe in slavery, and based on his reaction when they first met, she was inclined to believe him. Pushing the thought away, she snuggled down into the covers. Tomorrow was going to be a long day, and if she was lucky, she might be able to discover a way to free her people. Okay, before I sign off, I'd just like to say one thing, and that is if any of you out there have a fanfic or short story that you would like me to do a reading on, please send it to either my Tumblr account or my Facebook page. Links will be in the description section. A couple of things to keep in mind though, when you submit them. First off, please be sure to include your name, or if you are submitting a work by someone else, with their permission, of course, the author's name. If no fanfics if I cannot credit an author in the readings, I will not do a reading on that particular fanfic. It is only fair. Second off, if it is too long, I will divide it up into videos. My camcorder only records up to about 30 minutes. Thirdly, please try to keep it clean. If there are any parts in the fanfic or the short story that are inappropriate, or any words that are inappropriate, I will gloss over them or not read them at all. And if there is way too much, I will not be doing a reading on that particular fanfic. Lastly, please be honest. If I learn that a fanfic was written by someone else and submitted without that author's approval, I will not only remove all fanfics videos that correlate with that fanfic or short story, but I will also no longer accept any fanfics or short stories from the sender.